Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. We are live from the Hornets Nest at Fullerton College as our number 6 Hornets host the number 3 Santa Barbara City College Vaqueros. I'm Henry J. Medina, and later you'll hear from Travis Forster and James Spillin. Both teams were ranked in the top 10 on Monday, and both teams are coming off sweeps of conference opponents from Wednesday. SBCC avenged a previous loss to El Camino and is now 8-1 in the Northern Region. They might be the team to beat in the Northern Region part of the conference, while the Hornets completed a season sweep of Antelope Valley in 6 sets and are 6-3 in conference play. The Hornets are led by, of course, head coach Ed Rapp. He and the Hornets are looking for their first winning season since 2018. It would be the 3rd winning season under Rapp's leadership. And currently the Hornets find themselves tied for the 2nd in the Northern Region Central Subdivision with Long Beach City. But they own the tiebreaker over LBC with the 5-set road win 2 weeks ago on Friday the 13th. One could argue the Hornets should be the number 5 team over LBC, who was voted by the CCCMVCA number 5 and the Hornets at 6. For the Vaqueros, in the first 2 years under Coach Coolish, the Vaqueros struggled to win consistently on the road, but this year it hasn't been a problem at all. They've won 5 of 6 on the road, and for the first time in Coach Coolish's head coaching career at SBCC, she is now a winning career. She now has a winning career road record of 14 wins and 13 losses after the sweep on Wednesday over El Camino. These two teams have met already. In the last meeting, Santa Barbara swept Fullerton after a close final set, which went the Vaqueros' way, 25-23. Vaquero head coach Bridget Coolish is in her 3rd year as the men's head coach, and previously was a women's assistant. Currently is a women's assistant, actually. She was Northern Region Coach of the Year last year alongside Moore Park's Danny Roderick. And she is, like myself, a gaucho. She's a PhD candidate as well in in molecular, cellular, and developmental bio at UC Santa Barbara. She knows the ins and outs. And now, let's get to the starting lineups for both our teams. First, for our guests tonight, the Vaqueros. On the floor is Nick Schultz in the front row, Evan Thompson, Charlie Court. The libero is Peyton Martinez. Aiden Welch will be the setter, the freshman from San Marcos in Santa Barbara. And the phenom, Mikolas Petratius, who has 350 career kills as of the win at El Camino. He's 2nd in the 3C2A in aces and 4th in kills and kills per set. For the Hornets, the starting lineup will be Mono Razo, Daniel Minjarez, Logan Bush, Saman Mohammed. You'll see Jasper Nadelson. And here we go. Service error to start things off. Let's continue that starting lineup for the Hornets. Seth Asayoka is in the lineup as Jasper Nadelson checks into the front row. Saman Mohammed will start it off for the Hornets. Saman is the freshman from Salesian High School in Los Angeles. He is 4th in the state in digs per set. Quick attack by the Vaqueros, fended off by Mohammed. Welch sets up Petratius, diving save by Samuel Chavez, but it is a point for the Vaqueros. We are tied up 1 apiece at the Hornets Nest. Serving will be Nick Schultz, the sophomore middle blocker, who attended Dos Pueblos in Santa Barbara. He was a 2nd-team all-conference player last season. And Logan Bush attempts to pop it up, but that will be an ace for Schultz. Schultz is second in the team for the Vaqueros with 12 service aces. He averages 1.2 blocks per set, good for fourth in the state as he hits his serve into the net. Back and forth we go. We're tied up 2 apiece here at the Hornets Nest. Mono Razzo, the freshman from Diamond Ranch, the former Panther, will serve it up at 2 apiece. Attack successful by Keegan Hubbard. An efficient hitter for the Vaqueros. He is hitting .429 and is third in the state in that category. Devin Russell will serve it for Santa Barbara. He's second for Santa Barbara in assists. Razzo sets up Chavez looking for his first kill, and he finds it after a deflection by Santa Barbara. 3-3. Logan Bush. This man can jump, the freshman outside hitter from Olu. He's second for the Hornets with 172 kills and averages 2.7%. That serve just hits the bottom of the net. It'll be a point for Santa Barbara as Petratius, the sophomore, who dominated Fullerton last year with a 20-kill game as a freshman. And that serve heads too far, too wide, out of bounds. And the bench is excited for the Hornets as we're tied up 4 apiece. Serving now is Ajvin Javle, the freshman from Utah. He has 4 service aces for the Hornets. Set up by Santa Barbara. Chavez gets a piece of it. Bush, does it get over? It does, but outside the antennae. Santa Barbara 5 will be serving the Hornets 4. Serve will go to Keegan Hubbard. Substitution as Javle and Nadelson check out. Saman Mohammed checks back in for the Hornets. Another serve into the net. Error by Hubbard, who normally is a decent server with 6 service aces. That one was not his best effort. His best try, we should probably say, rather. Samuel Chavez will serve it up. He does lead Fullerton in service aces with 16. Battle at the net. We have a center line violation. Schultz tripped on Buzzy at center court. It'll be a point for the Hornets. Chavez with another service opportunity. The honorable mention all conference last year. Ball is out of bounds after Chavez deflects it with open palms. We're tied up at 6. Aiden Welch, the freshman from San Marcos, the assist leader for Santa Barbara. And it's a point for the Hornets as Minjarez gets up there. Block attempt by Schultz out of bounds. Hornets 7 serving Santa Barbara 6. As the Hornets faithful make their way into the gym. Blocked by Minjarez and Razzo. Consecutive points for Fullerton. Seth Asayoka will serve it up again. Whoa. He has 5 service aces so far in the season. Razzo setting up Bush. One-handed on the left side. Schultz. Soft toss over the net. Out of bounds towards the scorer's table. The Hornets with a 3-point lead as Asayoka gathers the serve. Schultz thought about it, but the Hornets set up attack to Asayoka. No good. Santa Barbara with control. Blocked by Minjarez and Bush in the vicinity as well. Hornets first to 10. Timeout on the floor. Santa Barbara timeout as the Hornets lead 10-6 in set number 1. You're watching Hornet Volleyball on Hornet Radio. We mentioned earlier the coaches poll came out on Monday. Let's run it down. Orange Coast still undefeated after their win over Golden West last week. Our number 1, Golden West right behind them with that only blemish on their record at number 2. SBCC comes in at number 3 with a 14-3 overall record. Santa Monica is 4. LBC Long Beach City is number 5. Fullerton is 6. They have the tiebreaker in a head-to-head matchup. It went 5 sets. The Hornets were successful in that bout, but the coaches ranked them behind Long Beach as San Diego Miramar, Moore Park, and San Diego Mesa and Santiago Canyon round out the top 10. Asayoka serves after the timeout. Schultz kill attempt off the net as Chavez tries to return it back a little low into the net. So that will slow down the Hornets' momentum as Charlie Court, the sophomore from Miracosta, sets up his serve. He has 7 aces coming into this game as Saman Muhammad, the digs leader for Fullerton, digs it out, and eventually Bush finds the back corner, giving Hornets double ones on the scoreboard with a 4-point lead. So Muhammad will serve it up. 11 serving 7 here in set number 1 at the Hornets Nest on Hornet Radio. Welch to Petratius, who we haven't seen get going yet. Attack error out of bounds. A 5-point lead for Santa Barbara. We spoke to the Hornets volleyball team earlier in the week, and they recognize that every game they've made it to 5 sets. If that's what it takes, they've come out victorious. They are a perfect 5-0 when going to 5. So the Hornets with an early 5-point lead, trying to make their mark here at the Hornets Nest. Petratius, 3-man wall of Razzo, Nadelson, and Bush. 4 touches called against Santa Barbara. Hornets with a 6-point lead. Nadelson and Chavez exchange notes as Muhammad gets the serve going. Santa Barbara sets up Schultz, and it's too hot for the Hornets to handle. Schultz coming in with 111 kills, averaging 2.2 per set. He will serve it up as Santa Barbara trails by 5. It'll be 8, serving 13. Nadelson, known for his quick attacks, gets the kill for Fullerton. Nadelson third for Fullerton in kills. He averages 2.1, and he's eyeing a 125 kill season milestone. As Mano Razzo jump serves towards the back line. Santa Barbara sets up Petratius. No one home. Finds the bottom of the floor. Point for Santa Barbara. Devin Russell, second in assists, checks in for Santa Barbara. He will serve it. Coming into this game, Russell has 278 assists and averaged 5.5 a set as Chavez spikes it off the top of Hubbard. Chavez going again. Off the net, Nadelson gets it to Asayoka as the Vaqueros have a successful attack. Hubbard ending it there. Santa Barbara with double digits here in set number 1. It'll be 10, serving 14. Mohammed barely handles the serve as Bush. Oh! And our up ref, Lydia Godshow, nearly knocked off her ladder. Let's introduce our officials tonight. Lydia Godshow is our R1. Down ref is Howard Schwei. Line judge is Kenneth Cawley. As Bush unable to receive the serve cleanly. Point for Santa Barbara. And it will be a timeout. We'll get you the rest of those officials in just a moment. So timeout timeout Fullerton, their first of the set. They lead 14-12 here in set number 1. You're watching Hornet Volleyball on Hornet Radio. So the Hornets had a 5-point lead. It has quickly been cut in half. Hornets lead it 14-12 in set number 1. Each team has taken a timeout. As Santa Barbara and Coach Coolish try to hang on in this first set. Coach Coolish is 39-20 over her career at Santa Barbara. Nearly 3 times as many conference victories as road with a 26-9 conference record. And as the teams come back out, Russell serves it up as Bush. Razzo to Nadelson. The Rocky Mountain man for the Fullerton Hornets. Gets the Hornets to 15. The rest of the Hornets on the floor are Asayoka out of the timeout. Muhammad, Razzo, and Bush. Santa Barbara setting up Petratius from the right side. And Logan Bush and Razzo in a car crash in the far corner. They look to be all right. But back to the lineups for Santa Barbara. Petratius will serve. Russell, Martinez, Walker Ziegler, Court as Muhammad handles the serve. Deflected off Martinez. Muhammad passes to Chavez, blocked by Santa Barbara. Bush with a little floater finds the front corner. Point for the Hornets. Steiner checks in for Santa Barbara at libero as Javle, the freshman from Utah, takes the serve for the Hornets. Fullerton's serve is wide. Point for Santa Barbara. Substitution, Nadelson checks in for Javle. Oh, and he'll check back out as Mohammed stays in to take the libero spot. Speaking of libero, Martinez will serve it up for Santa Barbara as Razzo sets up Chavez on the far side. And Santa Barbara and Walker Ziegler unable to hang on to it. Hornets with 17, Santa Barbara 14. Our fellow broadcaster Caleb Ramos hooks up Chavez with the serve. Chavez, the service ace leader for the Hornets, nearly gets another one. Walker Ziegler gets it over for Santa Barbara as Asayoka is blocked. Chavez with the attack. Block out of bounds by Santa Barbara. Hornets regain a 4-point lead. The Hornets bench gets into it, but they give Chavez a little too much spirit energy as he hits it out of bounds. Substituting back in for Santa Barbara is Evan Thompson, the redshirt sophomore, attended Dos Pueblos. Aiden Welch serving it for Santa Barbara. Muhammad with another dig. And Asioka over the block wall of Santa Barbara. Petratius with power. Chavez answers back. Signal in favor of the Hornets. They're 1 point away from reaching 20 here in set number 1. Seth Asaoka will serve her for Santa Barbara. He says thank you to Welch, who retrieved the ball from the near sideline. Welch to Schultz. Miraculous save by Muhammad and the Hornets. Call is net touch, and a point for Santa Barbara. Bush says nice dig to Muhammad, but it is a point for the Vaqueros. Court serving it up for Santa Barbara. Asioka digs it out, set up to Bush. Blocked by Schultz and Thompson. Santa Barbara within 2. Trying to deny Fullerton the opportunity to reach 21st here in set number 1. Court. Dug out by Asaoka as Minhara pumps his fist. Kill by Minharas. Gives the Hornets 20 here in set number 1 and a 3-point lead. Godshall signals to the scorers to confirm the point is good. Hornets 20. Santa Barbara 17. Receiving the serve is Santa Barbara. Jump serve by Mohamed. Petratius receives it, and Schultz is set up with the kill. We should mention, if we haven't already, he hit the 235 career kills against Wednesday, against El Camino. Andre Yarme, the redshirt sophomore, checks in. A transfer from Menlo College. Nadelson with the attempt. Petratius off his palm to the Hornets. And a little too much air for the boulder on that setup. Off his fingertips, unable to get it cleanly as Santa Barbara is within 1. Yarne's serve is an ace. And we're tied at 20-20. As the ball rolls our way, we'll send it back into the field of play. Hornets appear to be kicking themselves for letting Santa Barbara back into this game. Yarmy with the serve. Asioka backpedaling with it. Nadelson gets it across. Petratius with the kill off the Fullerton deflection. Hornets will take a timeout. They trail Santa Barbara 21-20 here in set number 1. You're watching Fullerton Hornet Volleyball on Hornet Radio. Coach Rapp and Coach Barsemian must be trying to get the Hornets to regather themselves. There's still some energy in the huddle, but they need to regroup and focus. They're down 1 in set number 1. Santa Barbara 4 points from taking the first set. It should be of note, Nadelson, who's in the lineup tonight, has only faced Santa Barbara other time in the last 2 years here at Fullerton. He had 25 kills in his first freshman game against Santa Barbara. 5 kills, I should say. 5 kills. It was second for the Hornets that night, as Santa Barbara gets it over after the timeout. Logan Bush threads the needle through 3 Vaquero defenders, and we're tied up at 21-21. On the floor for the Vaqueros, Hubbard, Welch, Thompson, Steinert, Petratius, and Court as Razzo serves 21-21. Block attempt by Nadelson. Bush to Chavez across the way. Too close to the fans on the near side. Santa Barbara regains a 1-point lead as Walker Ziegler checks in for Santa Barbara. Russell serves up the 1-point lead. It'll be 22 serving 21 here at the Hornets Nest. Muhammad gets low, gets a dig. Samuel Chavez ties it up. Chavez is first in points for Fullerton and first in kills. Coming into this game, he's 22 from hitting 200 kills on the season. Logan Bush serving it up. Finds Steinert. They find Petratius, and Petratius finds nothing but hardwood. Santa Barbara with a 1-point advantage again. Petratius will serve it. He has 33 service aces coming into this game as Razzo sets up the Rocky Mountain man, deflected by Santa Barbara. Petratius with the turn. Razzo to Asayoka, deflected at the front. Petratius handles it in the back. Block by Asayoka and Nadelson. We're tied up again at 23 apiece. Ed Rapp sends back out Javle to serve. Nadelson will take a breather. Javle from Salt Lake City with the serve on the far side. Court on his back. Bush dives to his left. Asayoka, 3 men at the front. Out of bounds on the block attempt. Hornets 1 point away. They'll have set point after the Santa Barbara timeout. Hornets lead 24-23. Santa Barbara's second timeout, they have none remaining. You are watching Hornet Volleyball on Hornet Radio. So the Hornets, with all the confidence right now, lead the Vaqueros. 24-23 coming out of the timeout. Back on the floor for Santa Barbara will be Court, Russell, Petratius, Walker Ziegler, as Javle looks to start off a rally that will give the Hornets the first set. Bumped up by Court. Javle gets a bump on the Hornet side again as Chavez finds Steinert. Steinert turns to the far side. Hornets take set number 1, 25-23. Hornets lead 1-0. You're watching Hornet Volleyball on Hornet Radio.
This is Hornet Volleyball on Hornet Radio. This is Travis Forster as we head to set number 2 with Fullerton leading Santa Barbara 1-0 after they won the first set 25-23 to score over Santa Barbara. In their last matchup between the two schools, Santa Barbara swept Fullerton, and now Fullerton's looking for payback in this matchup, looking to protect their own home court here. So we're going to reset the lineups. With Santa Barbara, you got Keegan Hubbard, Evan Thompson, Charlie Court, Mikolas Petritis, Nick Schultz, and Aiden Welsh. And then for Fullerton, you got Samuel Chavez, Seth Asaoka, Jasper Nadelson, Logan Bush, Daniel Minjares, and Mondo Razzo. As we're getting ready for set number 2 right now, Fullerton leading 1-0. Fullerton will be serving. It'll be Saman Muhammad. As Muhammad gets ready to serve, and we're on our way. Well, good set up, blocked by Bush there. So another block for Logan Bush there, and that's a point for Fullerton as they take a 1-0 lead. So Logan Bush with his second block of the game as Muhammad goes back to serve. Fullerton leading 1-0. Try to go back line. He does get the back line. So a service ace for Muhammad there and a point to Fullerton. And now the Hornets take a quick 2-0 lead. As Fullerton got off to a fast start in set number 1. And now they're doing the same thing in set number 2 as Muhammad goes back to serve. So first service ace of the game for Muhammad there. Welsh sets up Hubbard, and Hubbard with the kill as Chavez unable to keep it in play there. So point goes to Santa Barbara, and it's 2-1 Fullerton. And now some substitutions as Devin Russell will come in, and he'll be back to serve. And also James Walker-Ziegler comes in. And it goes a little bit wide there as Razzo tried to go back corner there. So point to Santa Barbara there as the game is tied up at 2-all. So we're in set number 2 right now. Fullerton leading 1-0. Devin Russell back to serve again. Dig by Asaoka. Nielsen with the kill, and he gets it down. So he went back corner there. So point to Fullerton as the Hornets take a 3-2 lead. So Nadelson with his 3rd kill of the game already. As Nadelson came into the game with 113 kills, now he's up to 116. Razzo back to serve. Russell sets up, tries to set up court there. And it's tipped, and a point to Santa Barbara. So a kill for Charlie Court. And it's tied up at 3-all as Charlie Court goes back to serve. Bush with a dig. Muhammad sets up Chavez, but gets blocked by Hubbard. So point goes to Santa Barbara. So 3 unanswered points by Santa Barbara as they take a 4-3 lead here in set number 2. As Charlie Court goes back to serve. Bush with a dig. Oh, Razzo tried to set up Nielsen. Chavez just dumps it down. Petritis tries to kill it. Asaoka with a save. Razzo sets up Chavez. Chavez just dumps it back. Russell sets up Petritis, and Petritis with the kill. Muhammad tried to dive for that dig there, so a point to Santa Barbara. And Santa Barbara takes a 5-3 lead. As Petritis with his 6th kill of the game. So we have 5-3 lead right now for Santa Barbara. So right now we got a little bit of a timeout going on right now. They're checking on Muhammad. As he went to dive for that ball there. As for Muhammad, he's already got a few digs already tonight. So Fullerton ranks 6th in the 3CM VCA polls, and then Santa Barbara is ranked 3rd in the 3CM VCA polls. So a top 6 showdown here tonight, and it's living up to its hype right now. As Muhammad's getting up right now. So Petritis leading the team in kills for Santa Barbara with 207, which is 5th right now in the 3C2A. He's also 4th in 3C2A in kills per set at 3.45. So both teams right now gathering up as they come back on the court. So right now for Fullerton, it's Nadelson, Razzo, Chavez, Bush, Asaoka. And then for Santa Barbara, you got Hubbard, Martinez, Walker Ziegler, you got Russell, and then you got Petritis. And then Charlie Court on the court as well. So Santa Barbara with 4 unanswered points right now. They're leading set number 2 at 5-3 right now. As both teams are in their huddle right now. And we're going to find out in set number 2 as both teams can limit their service errors and their hitting errors right now, as that's been the key to this game right now. As Logan Bush has 3 kills right now, and then you got Jasper Nadelson with 3 kills as well. And then on the other side for Santa Barbara, like I said, Petritis with 6 kills, and then you got Hubbard with 2 kills and then 1 service ace. So now both teams are set. As Charlie Court is back to serve. Santa Barbara lead 5-3. We're in set number 2. It does stay in play as he just was able to get the back line there. So a point to Santa Barbara as they take now a 6-3 lead. So service ace for Charlie Court, already his 2nd of the match. As Court goes back to serve once again. Asaoka with the dig. Bush keeps it in play. And Chavez hits it across court. Then Russell was trying to set up Walker Ziegler. Bush spikes it. A block. Walker Ziegler tried to kill it, but it looks like it's going to be a net violation. So a point to Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara takes a 7-3 lead. As Court goes back to serve once again. Dig by Muhammad. Razzo sets up Chavez. Chavez just dumps it down. Russell sets up Petritis. And a block by Bush and a point to Fullerton. And that ends the 5-0 scoring runs. So it's a 7-4 Santa Barbara lead in set number 2. And for Bush, that's already his 3rd block of the game. So Fullerton trying to start a rally of their own right now as Bush goes back to serve. Russell sets up Walker Ziegler. Dig by Muhammad. Chavez sets up Asaoka. Block. Russell sets up Petritis. It was long. No. Oh, yeah, no, it is a block. So a point to Santa Barbara. And another kill for Petritis. His 7th of the game. It's 8-4. Vaqueros leaning over the Hornets. We're in set number 2. Peyton Martinez back to serve. Dug up by Bush. Razzo sets up Chavez. Chavez tried to go back line there, unable to. So another hitting there for Fullerton and a point to Santa Barbara as the Vaqueros take a 9-4 lead over the Hornets. Back to serve against Martinez. Dug up by Muhammad. Razo sets up Asaoka, and Asaoka with the kill. So another assist for Razo there. That's his 5th assist of the game. For Asaoka, that's his 2nd kill. So another point to Fullerton. It's now 9-5 Santa Barbara. As Fullerton will go back to serve. As Ashvin Javle will go back to serve. So 9-5 Santa Barbara leading over Fullerton. Set number 2. And that hits the front of the net. So a service error there and a point to Santa Barbara. So Santa Barbara takes a 10-5 lead. So that's already the 5th service error of the match for Fullerton. As Aiden Welsh goes back to serve now. We're in set number 2. Dig by Muhammad. Razo sets up Chavez. And Chavez with the kill as he goes down the middle there. So a point to Fullerton. It's now 10-7 Santa Barbara. Sorry. So for Chavez there, that's already his 5th kill of the game. As he'll be the one back to serve. We're in set number 2. It's actually 10-6 Santa Barbara leading it over Fullerton. Dug up by Betrice. Thompson tried to kill it, but it hit off the front of the net. So a point to Fullerton. So a hitting error there for Santa Barbara. And that's already their 3rd hitting error of the game. So it's now 10-7 Santa Barbara leading as Chavez back to serve. Dug up by Betrice. Welsh sets up Betrice. Got blocked the front. Razo sets up Bush. Bush tries to dump it. Gets dug up by Welch. Petritis tried to get the back, try to go cross court, but unsuccessful. So a point to Fullerton there. And it's now 10-9 Santa Barbara. So 3 unanswered points by the Hornets. So already the 4th hitting error by Santa Barbara. As Chavez goes back to serve. So 10-8. Santa Barbara leading it. Razo sets up Chavez. Chavez tried to go sideline there, but goes out. So a point to Santa Barbara there. So another hitting there for Fullerton. And that's already the 3rd hitting error for Chavez. So it's now 11-8 Santa Barbara leading it. As Mikolas Petritis goes back to serve. Dug up by Muhammad. Goes back over to Santa Barbara. Schultz sets up court. Dug up by Muhammad again. And Asaoka just dumps it off. Martinez sets up court. Bush sticks it up. Razo sets up Chavez. And Chavez with the kill. So another assist for Razo, already his 6th of the game. And for Samuel Chavez, his 6th kill in the game. So another point to Fullerton. And it's now 11-9 Santa Barbara in set number 2. As Seth Asaoka goes back to serve. Dug up by Betrice. Schultz got blocked. Bush with the kill. And he goes a little bit too far as he tried to go back line there, so a point to Santa Barbara. As the Vaqueros take a 12-9 lead over the Hornets. So another hitting there for Fullerton. We're in set number 2 right now. Fullerton leading 1-0. Score 12-9 in set number 2. Santa Barbara leading. Schultz tried to go long and was unable to get the back corner there. So a point goes to Fullerton. And it's now 12-10 Santa Barbara. And that's already the 4th service error for Santa Barbara. As Saman Muhammad goes back to serve. Welsh sets up Hubbard, and Hubbard spikes it down for a kill. So point there to Santa Barbara as they take a 13-10 lead over Fullerton. As Russell will go back to serve. And for Hubbard, already his 3rd kill of the game. And Razo dumps it down successfully. So a point to Fullerton. It's now 13-11 Santa Barbara. So for Razo, his second kill of the game. As he took the Santa Barbara defenders off guard right there and just dumped it down. As Santa Barbara was unprepared on that play. So Fullerton trying to get back into this set right now. They're down 13-11. We're in set number 2 right now. Razo back to serve. Russell sets up Walker Siegler. And it's a net violation on Fullerton, so a point to Santa Barbara. And it's now 14-11. The Vaqueros lead it over to Hornets in set number 2. And already for Fullerton, that's their second net violation of the match. As Charlie Court goes back to serve. Dug up by Bush. Razo sets up Bush. And Bush with the kill. So a point to Fullerton there. And it's now 14-12. Santa Barbara leading it over Fullerton in set number 2. And for Logan Bush, that's his 4th kill of the game. He's second on the team in kills with 164. So Bush serving now. Russell sets up Petrides. That gets blocked at the net by Chavez. So a point goes to Fullerton. And it's now 14-13. Santa Barbara leading it. So for Chavez, his first block of the game. As Logan Bush will go back to serve once again. We're in set number 2 right now. Russell sets up Hubbard. And Hubbard with the kill as he went cross court there. So a point to Santa Barbara. They're up 15-13 over Fullerton. And for Hubbard, already his 4th kill of the game. As Welsh serves it. Razo sets Asaoka. That got blocked. Chavez was able to get the kill. As Petrides tried to block it, but went out. So a point to Fullerton. It's now 15-14. Santa Barbara leaning it over Fullerton. So for Chavez, his 7th kill of the game. He leads the team in kills with 165. So that pushes him up now to 172 kills in the season now. As Ashvin Javale back to serve. Dug up by Petres. Russell sets up Ziegler Walker. Able to get the kill as Razo unable to dig that one up. So point to Santa Barbara. It's now 16-14. The Vaqueros lean it over the Hornets. So Ziegler Walker with his first kill of the game. So back to serve is Aiden Welsh. We're in set number 2 right now. Dug up by Muhammad. Razo sets up Asaoka. Asaoka goes cross court and gets the kill. A point to Fullerton. And it's now 16-15. The Vaqueros lean it over the Hornets. So for Asaoka, that's his 3rd kill of the game. As we're going back and forth in set number 2 right now as Chavez back to serve. Tried to go long, but goes out as he tried to go back corner there. So a point goes to Santa Barbara as the Vaqueros take a 17-15 lead over the Hornets. So a service there for Chavez there. That's his 3rd of the game. Petrides back to serve. Dug up by Bush. Razo sets up Asaoka. That got blocked in the front. And that block is going to go to Nick Schultz. So a point to Santa Barbara. As the Vaqueros take an 18-15 lead over the Hornets. So a timeout called by the Hornets. As Fullerton's leading the set 1-0 over Santa Barbara. And the score in set number 2, it's Santa Barbara 18, Fullerton 15. You're watching Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. So both teams went back and forth to set number 1. With both teams having rallies. Fullerton have 4-point lead at 10-6 in set number 1. And Santa Barbara was able to fight back and get themselves back into the set. And then Fullerton extended it back up to 4 at 20-16. And then Santa Barbara took the lead at one point at 21-20 before Santa Barbara was able to come back. But then Fullerton was able to finish it off to take that first set 25-23. So right now, both teams are going to be coming out of this timeout right now. So Santa Barbara lean Fullerton, set number 2, 18-15 right now. As we reset the laps with for Santa Barbara's Petritis, Welch, Schultz, Court, and Thompson, and Steinert. And then for Fullerton, you got Razo, Asaoka, Bush, Mohammed, Chavez, and Minharas. Tries back to serve. Got dug up by Mohammed. Mohammed's trying to kill it, but it got blocked by Schultz. So a point to Santa Barbara as the Vaqueros take a 19-15 lead over the Hornets. So for Nick Schultz, that's his first block. Sorry, that is his second block of the game. So Schultz and Hubbard lead the team with 63 blocks each. As Schultz is fourth in 3C28 blocks per set at 1.24, but tries back to serve. Dug up by Asaoka. Lee tried to kill it, got blocked in the net. Asaoka tried to kill it, but went a little bit too long. So point goes to the Vaqueros. As Santa Barbara takes now a 20-15 lead over Fullerton in set number 2. As Mikolas Petritis back to serve once again. And a service ace for Petritis. So his first service ace of the game, and that's a point to Santa Barbara, as Santa Barbara now takes a 21-15 lead over Fullerton. Santa Barbara trying to put set number 2 away. Dug up by Mohammed. Base sets up Lee. Lee tried to dump it down, but got dug up by Welch. And another net violation on Fullerton. Their third net violation already of the match. Another timeout called by Fullerton. Their second of this set. As Fullerton's leading 1-0 over Santa Barbara with the score in set number 2, Santa Barbara 22, Fullerton 15. You are watching Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. So Santa Barbara ranked 3rd in the 3C MVCA polls, while Fullerton is ranked 6th in the 3C MVCA polls. And Mikolas Petritis for Santa Barbara, he leads the team, like I said, in kills 207. He was a first-team All-Conference a year ago. He's second in the 3C2A in service aces per set at .55. He was also a two-sport athlete in lacrosse and volleyball, as both teams are back out. To reset the lineup, for Fullerton, you got Bush, Minhares, Lee, Asaoka, Mohammed, and Baez. Tries serves it. And they say it went long, and now as he tried to go backline there, so a point goes to Fullerton. So it's now 22-16. Santa Barbara leaning over Fullerton, set number 2. Fullerton trying to start a rally, get themselves back in the set. It's Asaoka back to serve. Try sets up court. Dug up by Asaoka, but nobody able to get to that ball. So a point goes to Santa Barbara there. So another kill there for Court, his second of the game. Santa Barbara now leading at 23-16 over Fullerton. As Andre Yarme back to serve. Dug up by Asaoka. Face sets up Bush. And Bush with the kill. So he goes back line there. So point to Fullerton. And it's now 23-17. The Vaqueros leading it over the Hornets. So for Bush, that's already his 5th kill of the game. Now he's up to 169 total kills for the season. As Saman Mohammed goes back to serve. Welsh sets up court, dug up by Mohammed. Base sets up Bush. Got plugged in the front there, and it's got tipped in. A point to Fullerton. And it's now 23-18. The Vaqueros leaning over Fullerton. So for Logan Bush, that's his 6th kill of the game. As Saman Mohammed will go back to serve once again. We're in set number 2 right now. Walsh sets up Hubbard. Lee will dig it up. Bush dumps it across. Walsh sets up Hubbard, and Hubbard with the kill. So point to Santa Barbara. And now the Vaqueros take a 24-18 lead over Fullerton. And now there's substitutions as Walsh goes out, and Ziegler Walker comes in. And then Devin Russell will be back to serve as we're in set point number 1. Vaqueros leading the Hornets 24-18 in set number 2. Dug up by Bush. Base sets up Bush. And Bush with the kill. So it's first assist of the game for Bay. And for Bush, that's already his 7th kill of the game. So it's now 24-19. The Vaqueros leading it over the Hornets. As Bay goes out, Chavez will come in. And then Lee will go out. And then Mano Razo will go back to serve as he comes in. So we're in set number 2 right now. 24-19. The Vaqueros leaning over the Hornets. Russell sets up Hubbard. Got blocked to the front. Mohammed sets up Chavez. Dumps it over. Mohammed would dig. Razo sets up Bush. Bush dumps it down as he went sideline there. So a point to Fullerton. It's now 24-20. The Vaqueros laying it over the Hornets. As we'll go to set point number 3. So Fullerton showing some fight right now. They're not done yet. Already the 8th kill for Logan Bush. As Mano Razo goes back to serve. Got dug up by Muhammad, goes out. So point to Santa Barbara there, and Santa Barbara will take set number 2, winning it 25-20. So now with the set, we're tied up 1-1 after 2 sets. With the game score, Santa Barbara winning it 25-20 over Fullerton. This is Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio.
And welcome back to the Hornets Nest. You're watching Fullerton Volleyball here on Hornet Radio. I'm James Spillin. We're watching Santa Barbara come back in this game. They were down 1-0, tied it up at 1 with a great second set. They're going to start off with the serve here in the third set, and serving will be Nick Schultz. Joining him will be Miklas Patriotis, Aiden Welch, Bush with a little pushover. Libero Muhammad to Nadelson, blocked, and point for, I was going to say point for Razzo, but it looks like a net violation on Fullerton. Point goes to the Vaqueros. And the rest of the lineup here for the Vaqueros will be Evan Thompson, Keegan Hubbard, and Charlie Court. And the serve goes into the air, or to the net with the service error. Point goes to the Hornets. And the lineup for the Hornets serving now will be Razzo, joined alongside Asioka, Muhammad, Chavez, Bush, and Nadelson. And the point's going to go to the Hornets. That was an awkward-looking play there. I'm sorry. Over the net violation called on the Hornets. Point will go to the Vaqueros. And checking into the game for the Vaqueros will be Devon Russell and James Walker Ziegler. Bush is trying to get a little explanation for that last point. And the point's going to stay the same. Serving now for Santa Barbara will be the freshly checked in Devon Russell, the freshman from Redondo Beach. All right, we're all set. We're coming back now. Rosa with the set to Chavez. Point goes to the Hornets. Block attempt there from Ziegler. Got the side of his arm, goes out of bounds. Nice aggressive attack there from Chavez. Logan Bush with the serve. They just have to push it over. Mohammed sets up Chavez with the layover. Point for the Hornets. The point before that, he goes with the aggressive attack. And this one, he comes up soft with the layover. Tricks him, and point goes to the Fullerton Hornets. Bush serves again. And the attack from Court is wide. Point for the Hornets. He tried to go with that sharp, aggressive attack with the sharp angle, and a little too much on it. Sails out of bounds. Logan Bush with the serve again. And Patricius from the back line. A nice aggressive attack, and the point will go back to the Vaqueros. Now serving will be Charlie Court. He's got 7 service aces on the season. Received by Bush. Nadelson with the attack and gets the point. So far here in the third set, it has been the Nadelson and Chavez show. Hornets have the 5-3 lead. It'll be Jasper Nadelson serving for the Hornets. Grazes the top of the net but gets over. Chavez, but blocked by Hubbard, but too strong, goes out of bounds. Point to the Hornets. When you look at the Santa Barbara team, they're filled with players that are 6'2", 6'3", and above. They got a strong front line, and it shows with their second highest blocks per set on the season. Nadelson from the back line Too wide. Point goes back to the Vaqueros. Hornets are holding a 6-5 lead here in the third set with the match tied at 1 set apiece. Serving now for the Vaqueros is Luke Steinert. Chavez with a cross-court kill attempt. No good. Just a bit wide. Hits the top of the net. Service error, and the point will go to the Hornets. It'll be Chavez to serve here for the Hornets. And he leads the team with 16 service aces on the season. Let's see if he can add to that total here. And it's Asioka with the kill. The block attempt from Ziegler is just a little too long, and the point goes to the Hornets. Asioka's had a good game so far today. He's mixed it up with all of his different kinds of kills. He's gone with the sharp, aggressive angle. He's gone right up the middle, and he's gone with that little pushover, showing he can score in multiple ways. There's Chavez with a nice aggressive serve, received by the libero. And Petrichas goes with a kill, but goes right into the net. Point for the Hornets. Petrichas looked a little off balance when he went up for the kill there, and it showed with the attack going into the net. And here comes Chavez with another serve. There's Petrichas off the hands of Benares. Point for the Vaqueros. Looking at Chavez's serve this game compared to the last game against Antelope Valley, he's definitely figured something out. He was having trouble getting it in the court last game against them. We had 7 service errors. This game, he looks like he's got it figured out. Now serving for the Vaqueros is Aiden Welch, freshman from Santa Barbara, San Marcos High School. There's Asioka, splits the defenders. Evan Thompson tried to kill, didn't get it. But Petrichas comes through and gets the kill. Point for Santa Barbara. Petrichas had 207 kills coming into this game. Last year's first team all-conference. And the serve from Welch is long. Point for the Hornets. And serving for the Hornets will be Asioka. Petrichas blocked by Benares, but out of bounds. Point goes to Santa Barbara. Net violation on Santa Barbara. The point will go to the Hornets. And coming into the game now will be Javle for Benares. And Javle will be the one serving for the Hornets. So it's Javle, Asioka, Chavez, Bush, Nadelson, and Razzo for the Hornets. Kill attempt from Thompson is long. Point goes to the Hornets. It's a 12-9 lead here for the Hornets in the third set, with the match all square at 1 set apiece. And the kill from Nick Schultz is good, right down the middle. Point for the Vaqueros. Nick Schultz will be the one to serve here for Santa Barbara. It's received by Bush. Razzo back to Bush, but goes into the net. But then find a way to get it over. And here comes Patricius from the middle, blocked by Nadelson. And a little miscommunication there from Nadelson and Razzo. Point goes to Santa Barbara. And the Vaqueros are within one here in the third set, trailing Fullerton 11-12. His serve catches the top of the net, but gets over. Bush with the cross-court kill attempt, and it's good. Just sneaks it inside the line there. Point for the Hornets. He had three bodies right in front of him, and he decides to go at the sharp angle down the net and gets it to fall. It'll be Razzo for the serve for Fullerton. Received by Patricius. A lay attempt from Hubbard is blocked. Razzo sets up Nadelson. He tries to lay over. And then a kill attempt from court is blocked by Chavez. Point for the Hornets. When you have Chavez and Nadelson on that front line, it's hard to get the ball by them. They're two big guys, and they're not afraid to throw their bodies up in front of the ball. And it'll be Razzo to serve again for the Hornets. And it's long. Service error and point for the Vaqueros. And coming into the game for the Vaqueros is Ziegler and Russell. Russell will be the one serving. There's a layover from Razzo. Ziegler with the attempt. Razzo to Chavez. Goes cross court and gets the point. Point for the Hornets. It'll be Logan Bush now to serve for the Hornets. With the 15-12 lead here in the third set. And it goes right into the net. You can tell right off his hand it had no chance to get over. Point for Santa Barbara, bringing them within two here in the third set. With Charlie Court here to serve for Santa Barbara. And it's received by Muhammad. Chavez with another point. Giving them a 16-13 lead. And serving now will be the libero, Muhammad. Razzo sets up Bush from the back line, but gets too far out wide, and point goes back to Santa Barbara. Nadelson comes out of the game for Fullerton, and Menares will check in. And it was Steinert with the serve for Santa Barbara. And point goes to the Hornets. It was Asaoka with the kill there. And serving now will be the Chavez. Like I said earlier, leading the team in service aces. And he adds to that total with another one there. Ace for Chavez, point for Hornets. And that gives them an 18-14 lead here in the third set. Trying to take a 2-1 lead here at the Hornets Nest. You're watching Fullerton Volleyball on Hornet Radio. And the Hornets look like they came to play today, playing the number 3 ranked team, Santa Barbara Vaqueros. And there's a service error from Chavez. serving for Santa Barbara will be Aiden Welch. It's received by Bush. Layover from Razzo. Patricius, gets it over, but nice save from Logan Bush. Sets up Razzo and gets the point. The kill was deflected by Patricius. And that's 19-15 lead for the Hornets. That whole play there was set up by the layout from Bush, saving that point. And it's a timeout by Santa Barbara. You're watching, Fullerton with the 19-15 lead here in the third set. With the match tied up 1 set apiece, you're watching Fullerton Volleyball on Hornet Radio. When you look at the top 10 rankings coming into this game, you got Santa Barbara sitting at 3 and Fullerton at 6. And it's kind of shocking that Fullerton slipped behind Long Beach when they just beat Long Beach a week or two ago. Santa Barbara's been having a great season. They've only lost 1 conference game, and that was to El Camino, which they avenged that loss last week. Wrapping up the top 10 rankings. Never mind. And serving for the Fullerton Hornets will be Asioka. He's joined with Mohammed. Ooh, kill there from Schultz. That was an aggressive one. Point for Santa Barbara. So Mohammed, Chavez, Bush, Asioka, Razzo, and Menares for the Hornets. And serving for Santa Barbara is Patricius. He's joined by Welsh. And I'll get the rest for you after this point. A little nonchalant, lazy layover there from Chavez. Goes straight into the ground, point for Santa Barbara. And it will be Steiner, Court, and Dyson in for Santa Barbara alongside Patricius and Welsh. And the point goes to the Vaqueros, bringing them within 1 here in the third set. 18 serving 19. With the match all tied up at 1 set apiece. Bush with the layover. And here comes Dyson with the layover of his own. Reset for the Hornets. And Bush is blocked by Schultz. Point to Santa Barbara, tying this setup at 19 apiece. And it'll be a timeout this time for the Hornets with a quick 3-point spurt from Santa Barbara. It's 19 apiece here in the third set with the match tied up at 1 set apiece. I'm sorry. You're watching Fullerton Volleyball on Hornet Radio. Wow. This has been a great match so far. The first set was back and forth. Fullerton taking it. Santa Barbara took the second set, but it was also another close one. And the third one's just like the first two, all square here at 19 apiece. All right, Fullerton coming out of the timeout will come out with Razzo, Menares, Bush, Asioka, Chavez, and Mohammed. And for Santa Barbara, still serving is Patricius. And I'll get the rest of the lineup in a second. And that serve is long. Point for the Hornets. Alongside Patricius is Dyson, Schultz, Welch, Steiner. And I think that was it. Serving is Javle for the Hornets. It hits the top of the net, barely gets over, but a pancake there from Court to save it from hitting the floor. And then he goes a cross-court kill, but saved by Bush. And Bush is blocked by Dyson and Schultz. Point goes to Santa Barbara, knotting it up at 20 apiece. And it'll be Schultz to serve now for Santa Barbara after that block. Checking into the game for the Hornets is Menarez for Javle, as well as Yarme will come in for Santa Barbara. Muhammad checks back in as well. And a service error from Santa Barbara. Point for the Hornets and a 21-20 lead. It'll be Razzo to serve for the Hornets. Here comes the kill attempt from Dyson, and it's good. Right down the middle, point for Santa Barbara. Found the open space on the floor and hit it perfectly. And Dyson will come out after that for Russell. And Welsh will come out as well for Ziegler. Serving now for Santa Barbara will be Russell. Received by Bush. Russell sets up Chavez, and it's a point for the Hornets. Russell tried to do with the kick save, but was late. But with that much steam on it, I don't think it had a chance anyway. Point for the Hornets. It'll be Bush to serve with a 22-21 lead here in the third set, with the match tied up at 1 set apiece. Ziegler goes with the little floater, received by Muhammad, sets up Chavez. Tipped at the net, point for the Hornets, giving them a 23-21 lead. And a timeout called by Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara trailing 23-21 here in the third set. You're watching Fullerton Volleyball on Hornet Radio. The match is all tied up at 1 set apiece. The Hornets trying to take that 2-1 lead and get this victory over Santa Barbara, the number 3 team ranked in the state. Fullerton comes in to the match in third place in the Northern Region Central Division, behind Santa Monica, Long Beach, and ahead of El Camino. And Santa Barbara comes in leading their division, the Northern Region Canyon, with Moore Park, LA Pierce, and Antelope Valley trailing. And coming out of the timeout, it will be Bush to serve alongside Muhammad, Razzo, Nadelson, Chavez, and Asioka. And for Santa Barbara, it will be Ziegler, Patricius, Court, Russell, and Welsh. And Chavez, another kill for Chavez. That's 3 in a row for Chavez. Trying to win this third set by himself here. 24-21 lead. And set point here for the Hornets. Bush to serve. Received by Patricius. Set up by Russell. Layover from Ziegler. And here comes Asioka. Right down the middle. Point for the Hornets, and they win the set 25-21. Hornets now lead 2-1 over Santa Barbara. You're watching Fullerton Volleyball on Hornet Radio.
Welcome back to Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. We are going into the fourth set where Fullerton is leading 2-1. And I can say that I don't think anyone was expecting Fullerton to come out and look this good. I mean, especially looking at the last time Fullerton and Santa Barbara played. Santa Barbara swept Fullerton looking at a hot 3-0. I mean, and you had players like Miklas, who's doing great tonight, who also put up 10 points last game as well. I mean, errors is the name of the game for Fullerton. I mean, it's all season long. They're sitting at a solid 352 errors, and it's been multiple errors throughout the night as well. It's been a tough game. It's been a hard-fought game, but Fullerton definitely is on top, and they are looking to take this fourth set and go home with a 3-1 over Santa Barbara. And then for Santa Barbara, I mean, tonight they've had players like Miklas and Nick Schultz. And Nick Schultz as well. He's showing out again against Fullerton. Last time he had 12.5 points. It's been an overall showing. Here we go. Starting us off here, we should have Fullerton serving. Having a little last bit sub in, we have Saman Muhammad coming in for Daniel Manjarez, little last minute substitution out of Fullerton. Saman is up on the serve. He's been consistent on the services tonight. Let's see if he can keep it up. Saman gets it over, picked up out of Santa Barbara, who gets a toss outside, and that's a kill out of Santa Barbara. Logan Bush just couldn't quite get low enough to pick it right back up. Charlie Court on the serve for Santa Barbara, gets it over, picked up out of Razzo, is sent over though. Gets a toss out of Santa Barbara to the outside. That's in the net. Picked up out of Saman. Razzo with the toss to Logan Bush, who just hits it over. Santa Barbara with the attack. And that is a block out of Fullerton. Point, Santa Barbara. Charlie Court back to serve. Charlie Court standing at a tall 6'3" from Hermosa Beach, California. Gets it up. It's over with power, but that is out. Point Fullerton. Hornets 1, Vaqueros 2 early in the fourth set. Razzo back to serve for Fullerton. Gets it over. Picked up out of Santa Barbara, who gets a toss to outside. Outside with power with a wonky touch out of Saman. Last touch out of Razzo, who just doesn't quite get enough power. Point Vaqueros. That's 3-1. Luke Steiner back to serve for Santa Barbara. Gets it over. It's picked up out of Saman with the toss to... Picked up out of Santa Barbara, who gets it past Logan Bush. Right off his fingertips. That's point Santa Barbara. Luke back to serve again. Gets it up. Picked up out of Asaoka to Razzo. Razzo with the connection to Nadelson, and they were fast on that one. Point Fullerton, bringing them to 2, the Vaqueros 4. Logan Bush back to serve for Fullerton. been hitting it with some power tonight. Sends a nice little lobber over. Picked up out of Santa Barbara, who gets a toss to the outside. Outside with power. That's Chavez on the block, but it's a block and out. That is a point, Santa Barbara. Extending their lead. 5, Hornets 2. We have Devin Russell going back to serve for Santa Barbara. Standing at a 6'1" his freshman year. Gets it over. Picked up out of Logan Bush. Razzo with the toss to Nadelson. But Logan Bush gets the kick over. Sends it out of bounds, though. That's going to be point Santa Barbara. Now we're having Fullerton come in, and they're making a bunch of early mistakes here in the fourth set. I'm talking mistakes is the name of the game, and we have Santa Barbara with a service fault. Fullerton, they don't know if they want to make a substitution or not. They call it off. Ashvin Joel was thinking about coming in, says no. Jasper Nadelson on the serve, gets it over. Gets it to the edge. That's a service ace out of Jasper Nadelson. Coach Coolish is not happy about that. She was wanting them to pick that one up. Nadelson on the serve again. Gets it up. It's over. Picked up out of Santa Barbara, who gets a toss to his opposite with some power, but it's sent on the line. That's point Santa Barbara. Hornets 4, Santa Barbara 7. Miklas back to serve for Santa Barbara. And Miklas can serve the ball hard. Serves it hard into the net. Another service fault out of Santa Barbara, and they're keeping the Hornets alive here in this fourth set. Hornets 5, Santa Barbara 7, and they have Samuel Chavez back to serve. Gets it up. Gets it over. It's out of bounds. That was out of bounds. Point Santa Barbara. Carter Roten back to serve for Santa Barbara. Gets it up. Picked up out of Seth Asayoka with the hit on the edge. Picked up out of Santa Barbara, who gets a last touch out to Charlie Court. Charlie Court, who just sends it out of bounds. That's going to be point Fullerton. Bringing them back within 2. Hornets 6, Santa Barbara 8. You have Asaoka up to serve. He gets it. He hits it out. Errors, errors, errors is the name of the game for Fullerton. Another service error on the night. We have Aiden Welch up to serve for Santa Barbara. He's been consistent on the services throughout the night. Gets it up. Wonky receive on an Asaoka. Saman sends it to Bush. Bush gets the hit, picks it back up. Santa Barbara with the toss to the outside to Charlie Court. Saman, can he get there? He does. Logan Bush just sends it right over. Santa Barbara right back to the toss. Tries to get some speed. Razzo with the toss to Chavez. Chavez on the cross shot. Tries to sneak it in bounds, but he just can't quite get it there. That's point Santa Barbara. Extending their lead. Hornets 6, Santa Barbara 10. Aiden Welch back to serve. We have a substitution. Yoon Bae coming in for Samuel Chavez. Aiden Welch gets it over and out. Service fault after service fault. Saman Muhammad back to serve for Fullerton. Gets it over. Picked up out of Charlie Court with a toss to the outside. Just not picked up out of Yoon Bae. It's point Santa Barbara. Charlie Court back to serve for Santa Barbara. Service is up. It's over. Picked up out of Asaoka. Yunbei with the toss over to Logan Bush, who just sends it over. Picked up out of Charlie Court with the toss to his opposite. Gets the hit, but it's just quite outside. That's point Fullerton. Hornets 8, Santa Barbara 11. Emiliano Razzo back to serve for Fullerton. Surveys the court, puts it up, gets it over. Picked up out of Santa Barbara, who gets a toss out. And the kill out of Mikolas. Hornets 8, Santa Barbara 12. Luke Steiner back to serve for Santa Barbara. Sends it over. Picked up out of Saman. Razzo with the toss to Chavez. Chavez with power. That's chipped and out of Santa Barbara. Point Fullerton. Hornets 9, Santa Barbara 12. We're about halfway through this fourth set here, and if there is a time to bring it back, it's right now. Fullerton, Logan Bush on the serve, gets it over, picked up out of Santa Barbara with the first tempo set, tried to be cheeky, blocked out of Nadelson, and they tried to do it twice. Nadelson said, not on my court. 2 monster blocks in a row. Hornets 10, Santa Barbara 12. Logan Bush on the service, gets it over. With the toss out of Santa Barbara to their outside. That's blocking out of Fullerton. Point Santa Barbara, extending their lead. 13-10 over the Hornets. Devin Russell back to serve for Santa Barbara. Gets it over. Picked up out of Logan Bush. Razzo with the toss to Asaoka. Just a jumble of hands at the top of the net. No one really knew what to do there. Just ball falls to the court. Point Santa Barbara. Devin gets the service over. Picked up out of Logan Bush, who gets a toss to Nadelson, and Nadelson brings it inbounds. That's point Fullerton. Hornets 11, Santa Barbara 14. Nadelson back to serve for Fullerton. Nadelson with a service ace earlier. You got to think he's going to do it again here. Picked up out of Santa Barbara, who gets a toss to the opposite. Mikolas with power. Gets the block and out of Fullerton. Point Santa Barbara. Mikolas back to serve. Gets it over. Picked up out of Logan Bush. Razzo with the toss to Chavez. Chavez with the feint. Is it inbounds? No, it is not. Point Santa Barbara. Timeout taken Fullerton. Just a reminder, you are watching Hornet Volleyball on Hornet Radio. With the Hornets trailing 11 to the Vaqueros 16 right now. And coming into this game, you gotta say, you gotta think that Fullerton, you're not really looking for them to have the lead in this game right now. I mean, you have Samuel Chavez, who's sitting at 178 kills on the year, and you have Logan Bush, who has 172 kills on the year as well. These players are showing up, and they're really leaving it all out there on the court right now. Mikolas back to serve for Santa Barbara. Gets it up and over. Picked up out of Logan Bush. Razo with the toss out to Chavez. Chavez with the hit right off of Charlie Court's hands. That's point Fullerton. Samuel Chavez to serve. Fullerton bench starting their normal hoof whenever Chavez comes up. Picked up out of Santa Barbara with the toss to the opposite. Blocked out of Asaoka and Menjarez. And it just wasn't picked up out of Santa Barbara. They just let it fall right to the court. Hornets 13, Vaqueros 16. Samuel Chavez back to serve. Picked up out of Santa Barbara. Gets a toss to his opposite. Picked up out of Logan Bush. Razo with the set to Chavez. Chavez with power. Puts it in Devin Russell's lap. And it just bounces to the rafters. Point Fullerton. Hornets 14. Santa Barbara 16. Timeout taken Santa Barbara, and you are watching Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. The Hornets are down by 2, 14 to Santa Barbara 16. And then Santa Barbara's head coach, Bridget Kulish, she was just recently named, within the past few years, Santa Barbara's head coach, and they're both coming off of sweeps of conference opponents on Wednesday. SBCC avenged the previous loss to El Camino. They're now 8-1 in the northern region. And wow, the Hornets here, and the Hornets are looking for their first winning season since 2018. Chavez going on a little bit of a rally here. Gets it up. And over, picked up out of Santa Barbara, who gets the toss to the opposite of Charlie. Picked up out of Logan Bush, Menjarez, miscommunication. Samuel Chavez on the last touch just sends it over. Santa Barbara with the backcourt shot, or with the backcourt set. That's point Santa Barbara. Carter Roten back to serve for Santa Barbara. Gets it up. Picked up out of Logan Bush. Razo with the set to Daniel Menjarez. Wow, that was speedy. Point Fullerton. Seth Asaoka back to serve for Fullerton. Hornets only down by 1 right now. Gets the service up. Into the back of the net. Another service fault out of Fullerton tonight. Extending Santa Barbara's lead by 2. Hornets 16, Santa Barbara 18. Aiden Welch back to serve for Santa Barbara. Gets it up. Over, picked up out of Saman. Razo with the toss to Logan Bush. Logan Bush picks it right back up. Razo tries it with Chavez this time. Chavez hits it right into the net. Santa Barbara extending their lead by 3. Little miscommunication between the line judges and the refs. What's going on? The refs, I figured it out. We don't know what was quite going on the court. I apologize for the prolonged silence. But they did end up giving the point to Santa Barbara. Hornets down by 3. Or did we figure it out? Refs communicating with coaches of Fullerton. Just can't quite get this game started yet. Aiden Welch on the serve. Picked up out of Saman. Razo with the toss to Bush. Sneaks it right out. Oh, he gets it in bounds. It's point Fullerton. Bringing it back within 2. Saman back to serve for Fullerton. Gets it over, picked up out of Miklas. Gets the first tempo set, but Jasper Nadelson is there with that monster block. Hornets back within reach here, 18-19. Saman on the service. Getting his instructions from coach, getting his sign. Gets it up. It's over. Picked up out of Charlie Court. Gets a toss to the outside. Blocked out of Nadelson. Picked up out of Razo. Saman on the final touch to Logan Bush. It's just too far outside. Point Santa Barbara. The Hornets just really haven't been able to dial in and reel in this lead this set. Been down by 2-3. Yeah, Charlie Court back to serve for Santa Barbara. Gets it up. Picked up out of Asaoka. Razo with the toss to Bush. Bush with the pushover. Picked up out of Santa Barbara. Saman with the wonky receive. It's point Santa Barbara. Taking them up 21. Hornets 18. Timeout taken, Fullerton. Just a reminder, you are watching Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. The Hornets scoring 18. Santa Barbara 21. Down late here in the 4th set. But this is a very emotional game for Fullerton. They are looking for the upset because Fullerton is the 6th seed taking on the 3rd seed Santa Barbara. And then, like I was saying earlier, last time they met, it was a sweep show. 3-0, and they were out. Fullerton looking for revenge right now. Can they bring it back? Charlie Court back to serve for Santa Barbara. Gets it up. And over, received out of Saman. Razo with the toss out to Bush. Bush gets it over, it's picked up. Gets a toss out of Santa Barbara to Miklas. Miklas sends it over. Gets a toss to Logan Bush. Santa Barbara gets a toss to Miklas again. It's saved out of Asaoka. Saman on the last touch to Logan Bush. Picked up out of Charlie Court. Miklas sends it over. Chavez. Razo to Nadelson. Nadelson with the point. That is point Fullerton. 19 Hornets, 21 Santa Barbara. Emiliano Razo back to serve for Fullerton. Gets it up. Picked up out of Santa Barbara, who gets the toss to Miklas. Miklas with power. Saman with last touch to Chavez. Chavez on the cross shot, picked up out of Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara with a toss to the opposite. Hits it straight into the net. Point Fullerton. Hornets 20, Santa Barbara 21. They are bringing it back. Emiliano Razo as well, going on a little bit of a service rally here. Gets it up. It's over. Picked up out of Santa Barbara. Gets the toss in front to Miklas. Miklas hits it straight out of bounds. That's a tie game. Hornets 21, Santa Barbara 21. With that being said, that's a timeout taken, Santa Barbara. We are watching Hornet Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio. Hornets 21, Santa Barbara 21. Deep into the fourth set here. And Santa Barbara, they had to take this timeout. This is a momentum-killing timeout for Fullerton. They're trying to ice Fullerton here. Fullerton is leading 2-1. They were trailing by 3 earlier. They brought it back, tie game. Can Fullerton end it right here? You have Razzo back to serve for Fullerton. Gets it up. It's over. Picked up out of Santa Barbara. He gets the toss out to Mikolas. Mikolas with the line shot. Keeps it in bounds. Santa Barbara 22, Hornets 21. Luke Steenert back to serve for Santa Barbara. Gets it over. Picked up out of Asaoka. Razzo with the toss out to Chavez. Chavez gets the kill, tying the game right back up. Hornets 22, Santa Barbara 22. Logan Bush back to serve, gets the whistle, sends it up fast. Santa Barbara picks it up, gets the set to the opposite. Saman on the pickup. Razzo with the toss out to Chavez. Chavez on the cross. It's picked up out of Santa Barbara, who gets the toss to his outside. Mikolas with the pickup in the net. Gets it just over. It's point Santa Barbara. Serving for Santa Barbara, we have Devin Russell. Oh, got some sweat cleaning up on the floor. Make sure no one slips. Make sure player safety is key. Got it all cleaned up. Let's get back to some volleyball. Devin Russell on the serve. Gets it over. Picked up out of Saman. Razzo with the toss to Asaoka. Asaoka with the kill. Tie game. This is a tight game deep in the fourth. Fullerton really trying to go home right now. They're trying to end it right here. You have Jasper Nadelson on the service. We got some more sweat cleaning up on Santa Barbara side this time. It's been a hard-fought game tonight. It has been an extremely hard-fought game. No team has... I don't even... Jasper Nadelson on the serve. Gets it up. It's over. Picked up out of Charlie Court. Santa Barbara with the set to the outside to Mikolas, Samuel Chavez, and Daniel Minjares with the monster block. With the Hornets taking the lead 24-23 late here in the fourth set. Jasper Nadelson back to serve. Gets it up. It's over. Charlie Court with the wonky receive. Santa Barbara picks it up. That's net violation. Point Fullerton. That is game. That is game. Hornets 25, Santa Barbara 23, taking 3-1. And a reminder, you are watching Fullerton College Volleyball on Hornet Radio.